My name is Yaron Levi. I'm the CISO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City. I have responsibility both for information security and physical security. From security perspective, we're always outnumbered, outgunned. We never have enough resources and money and do basically what we need to do. Many companies are concerned about intellectual property, they're concerned about money and things like that. When it comes to healthcare, it's personal, and we think about our members. So it's our job to defend their information. It's really difficult for us, to keep up with all the overload of information that we're getting from all the things that we have around us. If I think about like a SOC analyst or like the guys that I have on my team, the best way to think about him is like an F-35 pilot. When you fly your plane into enemy territory, and there are so many things that you have to consider around you. You think about like surface-to-air missiles, you think about planes that are chasing you, you think about radar systems, and oh, by the way, you also need to fly the plane. So how do you do all of that, and how do you deal with all that overload of information? That's the one thing that is really, really difficult for any analyst to do, and that's where we're looking at leveraging solutions like Demisto, for example, to help us with all that information. We have a fairly small team, and the question is always like, how do we keep up? How do we keep up not just from threats and from alerts perspective, but how do we also keep up from education perspective and just kind of keeping up with everything that is happening around us? I think now the analysts are getting more excited about, okay, here are some capabilities that we can automate a lot of things and you can actually build things. You can kind of bring your creativity into how to deal with stuff. And not only it's like one person who knows how to do it, now they have the ability to collaborate inside one environment to do that. Automation is a big thing for us, but even if we have more money and if we have more tools, how do we manage everything? And how do we operationalize everything? And the key for us is putting the Demisto as a centerpiece around the automation for tools operations, as well as alerting and correlation of events, and taking action as a self-healing process, if you will, that can fend off some of those attacks or fend off some of the vulnerabilities, and instead of just kind of doing everything manually. We have what we call our sensor network. And our sensor network is a combination of different tools and capabilities around endpoint protection, network, log collection, packet analysis, and so on. If you collect all that information, you gain a lot of visibility to what's happening, but the question is like, what do you do with all of that? The next step after that is to correlate that information, is to correlate and actually find what's really interesting and what is actionable that I can actually do something about, and what do I really need to focus on. From there, you start looking at, okay, now I have a conclusion, I know what this specific alert is and what does it mean for us. How do we take proactive action to block that? Now we have two ways to do that. We can just kind of monitor for what is hitting us and continue and fine-tune the process as we go with that. Or we're using attack simulation capabilities where we're actually simulating real attacks or simulating the real things and analyzing what is coming and proactively building those workflows to help protect against those attacks. So even if it's something that didn't necessarily hit me, but I can simulate those in anticipation to specific types of attacks, or if we know there are specific threats that are out there targeting our company or our industry or whatnot, we can simulate those and proactively build the capabilities to defend ourselves.